After some bad days, I had a few moments of super zen earlier. I don't even know what that means, man. But I do know that there are Texas tornadoes on the ground right now, heading towards Chico. So stay cool and please be weather aware as we're headed into the wild wolf days of Mother Nature's spring, where weather madness will be everywhere. The news is still wild, and everybody seems to be an expert on exactly what is happening, not only now, but what is going to happen a month from now, a year from now, and 10 years from now. I am not that arrogant. Okay. Plus, I used to ask questions about stars and our sun. I used to talk about Sun Baby a lot. Then things got weird, and the data that made me believe such things disappeared, both that I could verify with my eyes and then in the cameras. So talking about, oh yeah, so Betelgeuse, which is like the right shoulder of Orion, depending on how you view Orion in the sky. The part of the dots you draw out. I don't know which way you have them facing. Okay, what was it talking about? So, the pictures we've seen of stellar distortion that came out of Betelgeuse at the time that it rapidly dimmed. It's like, what if it had a sun baby or star baby or star babies, baby? And 2020 is like a romantic tragedy, and we're a comedic romantic tragedy. And so we're waiting for the comedy and the romance to show up for sure. Atlas is a comet, and he's interesting. And about now, he's an 8 in magnitude. Will we be able to see him in the sky from the Nostradamus quatrains we've been reading? Yeah, we think so. Maybe. We'll see. And this dude, C2017 T2, he looks pretty visible as well, at least with telescopes. I'll have to check in on his or her data to find out more, but it definitely looks like a romantic comedy season. It's a romantic comedy tragedy, but it's the middle of March, and March is like Aries, and Aries is like war, and then there's a lot of Saturn everywhere, plus Eris and other things. Jim Tang let us know, yeah, tornadoes are on the ground. I repeat, Texas, tornadoes are on the ground. So yeah, most of the virus news is still very bad and spreading, but people are now practicing social distancing and staying home for the most part, as their whole lives and processes has changed as we adapt to what appears to be a breaking pandemic that for now I'm putting it on par with the influenza of 1918 or the 1666 Black Plague that killed both of them. Just killed the butt like out of nowhere. Grim Reapers just showed up and took a bunch of people, and so we're 8 weeks into this event, which will continue through the year. And it blows my mind how many people out there are like, I know exactly what started it. I know exactly what's happening. And I know exactly what is going to happen. I'm really smart, really cool. And plus, sometimes when I look in the future, I'm like, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. And so I'm still trying to figure it out. My phone is, hey, baby. I said, hey, baby. Well, oh, so yeah, I'll try and get better at talking. Good. Okay, so I love you. Geomagnetic conditions have been kicking, or are kicking, will probably continue to kick. And so we are getting our shit in gear and doing our best to keep it together as one Earth family during these wild and crazy days. And they are weird and they are dangerous. And to make it through, we got to work together. The numbers continue to grow exponentially. We're all trying to figure out how to play defense as this pandemic continues to spread. We got to figure out how to stop it from spreading. And right now, everybody's staying home and playing defense while we try and figure it out. Seems to be the best play. And it looks like spring will be roaring in like a lion at some point. We got a major multi-storm breaking out all over the place. Now, let's look at North America, the Middle Americas, and South America, plus this thing out here. That's pretty incredible and pretty impressive. And so we got a pretty big event that has just come through the South Baja Pacific after we've had major earthquakes in Alaska, California, and Utah. We got a major water vapor push coming out of Brazil. You got something that looks kind of like a big ant. Hello, ant. Ants are cool. I said hi to ants today. Looks kind of like hieroglyphics. And working together seems to be the best solution. And using the best information and being honest about it would be the best solution. In my opinion, this is a pretty big, unpredictable event, though a lot of things can be predicted and you can foresee ahead of time. But there are a lot of things we can't figure out ahead of time, and so it's best to be focusing on coming up with the best ideas and the best plan for all people now. Because the virus seems to act differently depending on what country it goes through, or the information coming out of the country is different. We will have to find out over time, but at this point, we don't know who it has the most negative effects on. Of course, I would guess people older, but I definitely think it has had a very dangerous factor for children, babies, 20-somethings. Like, it just is not something you want to get. It's not something you want into your lungs. It attacks the lungs, the liver, like multiple organs. Whatever tiny microbe is humans can be in the David of Goliath metaphor, this little microbe can take people down. And this is this event has been unfolding for like 8 weeks or so or more. And so we don't even know that the people who are showing infection symptoms now might have been infected 14 to 18 days ago. And so it is just best for everyone to stay as cool as possible, to work together as possible, and to keep supply chains up, communication lines open, and everybody staying cool while we just figure out how to stay home at least for a month, play defense, and then figure out, once we have conquered this thing, what type of world we want to build after that, because it is not going to be the same. I've always been a big fan of the idea of improving the world around us for everyone. And so there was horrible news today that at least 19 retirement homes have tested positive for the coronavirus. The numbers of people that we are losing or that are having to enter hospitals, not only in the United States, but around the world in different parts, continue to increase. And we're all still trying to figure out a lot of things. That what is true and untrue right now. At times, so many opinions out there. It's hard to figure out what the real deal is. But at this point, I would definitely stay patient, stay cool, and hang in there and keep it together. We didn't come this far as a planet to fail. All right, so everybody stay cool. There are tornadoes on the ground in Texas right now. 2020. It's everything plus a little more. God bless everyone. Stay cool.